Video, I'm going to talk about EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, and show you the basics of how to do it. You start with assessing how severe the emotion you're feeling is. So if it's anxiety or anger or distress, on a scale from 0 to 10, assess what it is, whether it's an 8, 9, or 10. Ask yourself how severe it is. And then think of a sentence that summarizes how you're feeling. I am feeling so anxious, I can't stand it right now. And then you start by tapping. And you start by tapping on top of your head. There's no number of taps that's necessary. You just tap gently on top of your head. And then above your eyebrows, just above the brow bone, on the sides of your temples, under your eyes, right around the orbital bone, between your nose and your mouth, between your mouth and your chin, in that little cleft, your collarbone, the area behind your arm, kind of where your bra strap would be, your wrist, and the area between your ring and your little finger. That's one round of tapping. And then you go back to the beginning. All during this time, you're letting yourself go wherever that feeling takes you and whatever thoughts you might have. I can't stand how anxious I feel. Thinking about what I have to do is making me crazy. Every time I've done this, I get a panic attack. I really wish I didn't have to do that. You might even think about what's the time that you can remember the earliest memory of feeling exactly like this. And if you have an image come to you, that's even better, and that you tap on. Let yourself go whatever direction you want. Let all the anxiety come out, because as you're tapping, it's leaving. It's going away, going out of you. And you're going to do 4 rounds of this tapping. And after 4 rounds of this, you're going to do the bilateral brain stimulation part that starts with a karate chop, just like this. And keeping your head forward, you're going to keep your eyes down to the side on the floor to one side, and then bring your eyes down to the floor on the other side. Do a big circle with your eyes around the room, and then a big circle around the other direction. And then you're going to hum anything. Happy birthday is the one. If you can't think about it, you just hum for a bar. And then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. And then you go back to tapping, back to the top of your head. And you do 4 more rounds of the tapping, all the while staying fully in whatever that anxiety is, or whatever feeling it is that you're having. If you feel like you want to stay on one spot for whatever reason, then do that. If you miss one by accident, that's okay too. You'll want to tap for about 4 or 5 of those complete rounds, which is 4 of the tapping rounds and 1 of the bilateral brain stimulation rounds, about 4 of those sets, 5 of those sets, and then stop and ask yourself, am I still an 8, 9, or 10? And if you're not low enough where you want to stop, then just do it some more until you feel lower. The best part of all of that is that everything that you have tapped out, so to speak, is now gone. It is not just shoved back inside of you, it's now out. And that's EFT.